Jay Matheson for SwansTV. We're here with Matt Spangher, and it's his first training back. How was it, mate?
It was good, actually. It was good to see all the boys. Had the time trial, which was obviously a little bit tough to start off with, but I mean, knew that was coming. So most of the boys came back in really good nick, which is always a promising sign. So and most importantly, everyone got through uninjured first session, which is always a bit of a bonus.
You led them home in the time trial. You were very impressive. And do you put that down to something? Did you work hard over the off season?
Traditionally, I've always been like a reasonable long distance runner, and but I had a real focus off being a real injury prone year last year to come back in really good nick. So I was doing a few more sessions and stuff, and basically followed the program. We had a pretty strict program. It was sort of our agreement with the coaches to come back in good nick. And I mean, I'm not the only one. I mean, I was got the wood over Kizza today, which is always nice, getting over Kieran Jack. But most of the boys came back in good nick and ran pretty well today.
Yeah, just on that, you did have quite a few injuries last season. What do you plan to do this season to keep yourself on the park more?
Well, towards the end of the year, we really sort of came across a program, like a modified program that worked well for me, where I was able to do the appropriate sessions and get right for game day. So I think it was a bit of a learning year for both of us. I mean, obviously coming from a new club, slightly different program, that could have hindered my progress a little bit. But we seem to be on top of it now, and I've certainly covered a few things, which has been good. So yeah, hopefully get through unscathed this year.
Yeah, after a year here, I mean, the atmosphere in Sydney playing footy compared to playing over in the West is very different. How do you feel that's affected you, and do you enjoy it more here in Sydney? Yeah,
I love it. It's both atmospheres are great, and like when you're playing a big game, it's always fantastic. But I kind of like the lifestyle of it. It kind of brings like a local footy feel to a professional aspect, and I kind of like that. It's comfortable, and I've always said how welcoming the club is, and I think that's because they kind of have to be in a way, because it's not generated from the external environment, I suppose. So it's been, but for me, I loved it. I've loved the bigger city and just loved the change of atmosphere.
And new recruit Tommy Mitchell, he trained for the first time today. Have you had a chance to speak to him yet?
Yeah, well, Tommy's trained with us last year as well, because I think we always knew he was going to come father-son, and so I've had a chat with him. I think he finished his year 12 over in Perth last year, I think. So he's having watched him play in the under-18s, he seems like a pretty exciting prospect. So I think we're all looking forward to seeing his progress, especially over the summer.
Yeah, definitely. And just finally, what are some of your short-term goals for the pre-season?
Well, because of the shoulder injury towards the end of last year, it really hindered, I suppose, my weights program, and I had a few back injuries with the same result. So for me, just to get back and get some strength up and work on the one-on-one stuff, probably do a bit of body work with Sam Reid. If we're playing forward together, like, it'd be nice to, have that, I suppose, chemistry that a couple of big forwards have. So it'd be nice to, that's sort of my minor goals, but obviously there's heaps of little ones along the way with kicking and just general fitness. So just, yeah, see how it goes.